And we're back with another Raw review.
What?
Sorry.
What? Where am I?
The cure for the common insomniac. Raw. WWE Raw. We don't got anything special to say because this Raw was kind of left it there.
And Dean Ambrose's theme song is really hard to
Mimic.
sing. Yeah.
And since we don't have the copyright rights,
Words.
our beatboxing style hasn't quite gotten there yet. Oh man. Okay. Let's get this bad boy going. Again, we are. I am AI.
I'm Mr. SeaWorld, probably.
And if you can't tell, we weren't too enthused about last week's Raw. It's Saturday now, so
Yeah, we're right on time.
we hope to be taping this next Tuesday for the next one. I'm trying to get on schedule because we got pay-per-views kind of set us back a little bit. So anyway, we are from GamerFridge.com. This is Raw Review. Our version of Raw Review. I know there's other ones out there. Strictly PG. I've heard a lot of them, and we're not here to complain a lot. I mean, we're gonna say what we think and what we like and what we don't like, but we're not just gonna be just bashing WWE nonstop. I mean, there's other people that do that, and more power to them. But we'll talk about what we think is good and what we think is bad, and you know, it gets hard not to complain about things when you have a show like we had Monday.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it was just, I wouldn't say, it was just unenthusiastic and didn't feel like they even tried.
Okay.
So it just...
I'll say this.
Okay.
If there's one good thing I can say about this Monday, is that it didn't hurt anything. But it also didn't help any... Well, it did kind of help some things, but...
It didn't advance any kind of story to any significant point.
Did. I mean, Roadblock is a thing now.
But that was even after Raw. That wasn't even announced on Raw.
But it was announced and
after Raw. So the whole point of Raw, there's a lot of things that I've heard a lot of people complain about. So we'll just get right into it. You know, I say the beginning and the end were pretty much the best thing about this. Dean Ambrose comes out, and Triple H is out first, saying his spiel about the Authority. You know, if you're gonna have somebody do these intros, talking and stuff, they got to make it interesting right off the bat. I mean, you can't drag this crap out. And Dean Ambrose is a good person to have. I mean, we watched SmackDown, and he was great. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna have somebody come out, you either need like New Day or Ambrose, who's gonna be funny, or I don't know. It's just something. The Authority, really. Triple H. I am so over Triple H. I'm just telling you what. I wasn't a huge fan of Triple H. I mean, I liked him kinda, but I'm just so over him right now. I'm so over everybody. I don't know.
I mean, last week was great. We got Shane O'Mac.
Yeah, they didn't even bring Shane O'Mac back. Okay, and the big hype about this one was Undertaker was going to be there, and they even blew that. So, okay, so we start off with Triple H. Get right into this. Dean Ambrose comes out, said some funny stuff. Said Roman says hi, and
Triple H said they won the Bromance Oscar of the Year and scheduling stuff. And then Dean Ambrose challenged Triple H for the belt.
Yeah, so that was interesting. He's like, yeah, WrestleMania is coming up, but Roman's got a chance at the belt, but it didn't say who has to hold the belt. And so it was throwing a little twist in there because it doesn't seem like people are excited to see Roman Reigns and Triple H
honestly
be in WrestleMania.
This worked. This got me hyped for Raw. It really did. And then Raw happened. So
then the rest of the show happened. So they was like, oh, so Ambrose is going to be... But then they were like, well, Ambrose is already going to fight Brock Lesnar. And then who else was... Oh, and then Kevin Owens comes out. And I was like, what?
What?
Maybe that was SmackDown. Maybe I'm getting mixed up, but I'm pretty sure he had a
No,
match.
it was Kevin. It was SmackDown.
Yeah, then he had a match. It's just like, wait, that he just lost his belt to Kevin Owens. So it's just getting confusing what they want to do. What do they want to do with Ambrose? I get a feeling they don't know. Because I'm feeling that they're trying to do another Daniel Bryan 3-way match. It feels like. And this doesn't feel as organic. It feels pushed.
I mean,
What are your thoughts?
like, I don't know. Dean Ambrose, I hope he wins that Roadblocked, and then...
Wait, Roblox was...
Yeah, it's like the
another pay-per-view before WrestleMania they just announced.
Or it's not like a... It's a network exclusive thing.
But it's a pay-per-view. It's,
Yeah,
even
but
though
you
it's
can't
not a pay-per-view.
buy it.
It's an event, I guess. I don't know how you can call it a pay-per-view if you're not paying to... Well, I guess you're paying $10 a month.
But,
So that's how confusing it is. What do they want to do with Ambrose?
But
Why is Triple H in this?
I mean, Ambrose is great. We all love Ambrose.
Yeah, I mean...
But you know, he's just kind of there with Roman and just hanging out. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna be involved in your storyline, man. I'm not really gonna do much, but I'll be
Just bring
here.
back the Shield as soon as Seth Rollins comes back in. Seriously,
I don't think that's necessary.
it needs something. It needs the Shield.
I
It
think
needs the Shield again. We need the Shield.
You know what? I don't think it needs a Shield again. I think it just needs Seth Rollins coming back, and then we have a triple threat at WrestleMania.
Nobody wants a triple threat.
Everyone wants a triple threat.
No one wants it.
Don't even go there.
Okay.
Don't even try to say no one wants it.
No one wants it. I don't.
Literally everyone wants it.
We just had a Royal Rumble.
No.
We just had a triple threat. Nobody wants
triple
that.
threat. I mean, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns.
Okay.
There you go.
That not what we're
Yeah.
getting. Not what we're gonna. They're trying to give us.
Yeah,
A
but-
repeat of Royal Rumble. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants a repeat of Royal Rumble. That was good. It was fine. I don't want a repeat of that.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Okay, okay, let's move on because this is getting dragged out.
Yeah.
Okay, Sasha and Becky, bleh,
For the number one contendership.
double count out.
No, it wasn't.
Actually paid attention.
It wasn't
double-
a double. It wasn't a double count out. It was a double 3 count. They both pinned each other at the same time.
Oh, double. Yeah,
which is kind of cool. You know, looking back and reading the notes and stuff, this sounds like a cool Raw in retrospect.
but that wasn't cool. It was like contender match, and they both got double counted out, and then they get double counted out on SmackDown.
And
So-
then they decide, spoilers on SmackDown, that's gonna be a
Triple
threat.
So they're loving the triple threat right now. They're in love with the triple threat.
But
Bleh. Okay, moving on.
throw in Bailey, please. I'll be happy.
Don't know who that is.
I've explained this so many times.
Don't care. And then Dolph and Miz could be interesting.
You forgot the Bray Wyatt promo where he quotes Far Cry.
I did. What?
Have I ever told you the definition of fear?
Are you serious?
It's doing the same thing over and over again
That's insanity.
and expecting a different result. Yeah, so he said that. Moving on.
Yeah, the Wyatts are doing nothing.
I know. Well, actually, yes, they are.
Okay.
I think they're gonna fight Brock at Roadblocked.
Okay.
He would call them out. He's like,
Oh, they did that on SmackDown. So we know a little more. Not knowing the information from SmackDown makes this whole Raw stupid.
yeah, it's
There's a lot of missing pieces.
which is good for SmackDown, I guess.
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you, I watched SmackDown and it was more entertaining than Raw. It seemed like Raw was dragged out on purpose. I don't know if Raw needs 3 hours anymore. Just a thought.
Or maybe just longer matches, more exciting matches. That would be great.
More wrestling in our wrestling show.
What?
Anyway,
Insanity.
okay, and then we keep on going to Dolph. It was a quick match.
Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz.
Who won that?
The Miz. He rolled up Dolph, really.
Oh yeah, that was really quick, and then Dolph got him right back on SmackDown. So they got a thing going, which I'm digging. I'm digging that.
You know what? Dolph and The Miz, people, like, a lot of people say, like, oh, The Miz is old time, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't have any weight to him anymore. I'm just like, but he's The Miz, though. He was the biggest heel that, while I was growing up, I was like, he felt John Cena, and I still remember when he dressed up as John Cena and came down to the ring.
That was good.
Yeah, he was... I'm still loving The Miz. I've never stopped. I miss him saying awesome, though, in his voice.
Awesome. He says it in his promo. So that's happening, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Then Dolph, like, yeah, and then people say, like, oh, everyone loves Dolph, but whenever he beats someone, like, they're like, oh my gosh, did they just let Dolph Ziggler beat him? I'm like, what? And then The Miz beats him, and he's like, oh my gosh, did they just let the Miz beat him? I'm like, pick a side, people.
Nobody wants to pick a side. I told you, the crowd is confused. I said this last week.
The
crowd is always confused. They have no idea what they want.
I don't know.
I still say that.
The Dolph... These, you know what? I like this part right here. It's just...
I think that was the most exciting. It was like
people confuse me, really.
The one... It was the quickest match. It's probably one of the more entertaining matches because it happened so quick and it was funny. All right, and then we get back to Stephanie coming out. We're whipping through this. We're going to whip through this. Stephanie comes out and accepts the award again from last week without the interruption from Shane O'Mac, which made was
the only good part.
Which made it so stupid. And then she just starts mocking the crowd.
And complaining about her Shane and whatnot. And she screams and yells and yeah, rah, 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 rah.
And it's all your fault. You guys are cheering on him and you think it. And it's like, why? There was no point. There was absolutely no point of redoing that. Except to show her that she's a snobby, rich girl, which we already know.
Which we haven't hammered in enough at this point.
So, it's just like...
I guess I can see...
And if no interruption from Shane, it was just dumb.
I think it was more to get hype for the Shane match at Mania.
There's no hype needed.
You know what?
There was no hype needed.
I'm a little scared, actually. I'm just sitting here thinking, like, wait, Shane just came back. Does he have a position of power in WWE again? Did he...
He said he didn't lose his place in line.
I know, but that's, like, storyline-wise. I'm just saying here, like, wait, did he help book all this? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I want to say I hope not. Okay, and then
Lucha Dragons versus League of Nations. This time, Rusev and Sheamus.
And it was...
Guess who wins? League of Nations. Surprise, surprise.
Pointless match to me.
It was just another squish jobber match.
It was pretty much
the United States.
Yeah, and you got the United States champion, and you got pounded.
Like
I mean, they sold it good, but I'm just like
Kalisto. Kalisto is good on his own, but once he puts in a tag team, apparently they're jobbers now. It's weird.
And you know how much I like the luchador stuff, and this was just, I don't know. It was get back to Neville in the group.
Yeah. There was no like big spots like there usually is, mostly because Neville wasn't there. That's not hating on the Lucha Dragons, but yeah.
No, I can't hate on them. Double stomp from Kalisto after.
It's just they get more hyped when
double
he's around.
Double stomp Kalisto. Oh, Del Rio.
Yeah.
Double stomped him. They just pretty much kept beating him.
My favorite part of the whole Raw. One part that was actually kind of funny, and it wasn't meant to be.
And people were like, "This is more entertaining than the whole match." I mean, I was listening to people like complain about everything, and like the Subway commercial from Natalia in the middle of Raw. And you know what? There's like an organic way to do it. Just to subtly do it like New Day does when they just subtly say something funny about, and then let's like the WWE Network for $9.99.
Ding!
And they do it, and it's like a nod, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's funny. But this was
This is straight up ad.
a straight up ad. She interviews
like-
Natalia, that one
like-
chick.
Lillian,
So I see you're in great shape. Why?
Lillian's just like, wow, you're a professional wrestler and need to stay in good shape, and you're in good shape. How do you do it?
I eat Subway.
Da, 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 da.
Jared gave me few coupons before he got arrested. I got a really good deal. And that was the best. I was like, what did we just see? You know what? Jared was on WWE. He was on, Jared. So they're like, we're sorry, we let you get Jared on there before we figured out what he did. And here, do an ad for us.
Yeah, so she just was like, yeah, Subway.
Subway, eat
That
fresh. We're like, what?
Bye, Natty. I guess you had something to do today. Did you get paid for that? What you got paid for that?
She better get paid for that. And then
Adam Rose versus Ryback.
mini punches, shell shock, squish.
That's
That's his notes. Mini punches, shell shock, squish. Ryback. Yeah, he just the mongoose. What is he?
Mongoose.
What?
The
Something mongoose.
can't remember.
Well, he's the mongoose.
Yeah.
And it was a squash job. It was hilarious.
Which is.
I know they're squashing your guys, but at least they were in it.
I mean, you know what? Ryback actually helped him out at one point. Do you remember that? A while back. The Ryback, like, the Wyatts were there, and the Wyatts were in the ring, and then they were all surrounding it, and it was like, feed me. Well, then Ryback came in and was like, I'm helping you guys, throw them all out. And it was like,
Oh, yeah, and they were
Yeah.
like, is Ryback going to be in the group?
and then it's like,
Yeah, what happened to that? Because that was hilarious.
they
They just don't know what to do with stuff that's good. Okay.
Yes, maybe, no, it doesn't matter.
All right, and then we move on. Like I said, we're whipping through this because this is just pitiful. Y2AJ, which is a thing confirmed by Chris Jericho. He said, yes, it is a thing. And they went against New Day. It wasn't as good as I thought it could be because this is supposed to be the match for actually Monday Night Raw. Is that they're going for the contendership. They're going to actually go for the belts. That's one thing I did say. They're actually going for the belt. I can't remember if that was on SmackDown. I'm getting blurred because life is a blur. So yeah, kind of wish they would have built it a little more, or just kind of let them. I don't know. New Day's always good. I can't remember what they said, but they're always entertaining.
This. Oh my gosh! This sucked the
Big
life out of
corn.
New Day. Oh, how do you do that?
I know. Yeah. So
I mean,
there. Yeah. Anyway, big corner splash. Hot tag. Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it?
was this the one? No, this is on
Oh yeah,
SmackDown.
they won, didn't they?
Yeah. Y2AJ.
Y2AJ wins. Challenges them for the belts. Now that's interesting.
That's what, like,
That
good
is interesting.
match.
That is interesting. That I'm kind of interested in. I want to see. Okay. We are 18 minutes into the show.
And
And
we're
then-
already halfway through.
And
This is
there's
a first.
there is the thing that they advertise that everybody is coming to Raw. Anybody who's like missed Raw in a while, this is what they want to see. Undertaker. First, Vince McMahon comes out there and says Shane O'Mac is a son. He's, I don't know, kid. He's just trying to be like a bad dad or something. It was just
It's like, I love my son enough to send him
to-
into the torture chamber or something. And then Taker comes out. So,
and Taker's intro is like super long.
of course.
And okay, it's a good build and everything. So you kind of like, okay, I'll sit through this. Something cool's gonna happen. He says like 8 words. You know what I do when I get people in there and your bloody your son is gonna be on you. Bye. Give me my check. Payday, ching. And that's pretty much all he says. He's pretty much all he says. He's like,
Here comes the money!
yeah, that didn't even happen.
No.
So now they're
like,
gonna have Shane
it's
O'Mac
paycheck.
next week, and then how many times are they gonna come out back and forth until they meet? And it's just gonna be like, I don't know. Undertaker was looking good.
I'm hyped for Shane. Because
Okay,
Shane.
this got hate on Undertaker because people were pissed that he didn't do anything. People were pissed that all the Undertaker did was come out there and say. So people were pissed about that. Not maybe not at Undertaker, but at the nothing else happened.
It's just like, yeah.
How does that happen? How does that happen?
How do you not?
How do you screw up Undertaker?
Apparently this.
How do you screw up? Seriously, how do you screw up
He
Undertaker?
probably do it by himself.
In the part where he grabbed McMahon, and I was like, at least
Something
slam
cool
him down,
about
choke
that.
slam him, do something cool. Can't do that to a 76-year-old man, however old he is.
The blood of your son is going to be on your hands. Choke slam.
Yeah, choke slam.
Okay.
That would have been a pop, and people were like, but you can't do that to him. He's too old. He broke both his like pectoral muscles coming into the ring one time, both of them at the same time. He's too fragile. He looks like he's all built, but he's just fragile as all get out. He's a China shop. Anyway, so
what's next?
Shane,
Shane's
was great.
blood on his team.
Bubba versus
He's gonna
Jay.
disown him.
And yeah, okay, we're gonna finish this up in a half an hour. Bubba versus Jay,
Which
was dumb. If you have tag teams, two of the biggest tag teams in there right now, and you have a singles match, what? It's for real. They should have, like you said, on Kalisto should have done a singles match because had Sin Cara in there. They should have reversed that because why? And they're doing the whole we ain't using tables, but they're using it as they keep bringing out the table as a bluff, and then they get them distracted and they keep on winning doing that, and they're just being jerks. And I fear that they not know what to do with these guys. I mean, what happened to them going against the Wyatts?
Doing something.
What happened to them going against the Wyatts? That was awesome.
They concluded that with that one epic match on Raw.
One epic match that was freaking awesome, and then
man, I want that match. Can that match just be on this Raw? Just like copy.
Yeah, copy.
paste?
They could have redone that. They could have done that 3 or 4 times. I don't know. You ruined the Dudley Boys. Good job, Vince. You ruined the Dudley Boys and the Undertaker. What is wrong with you?
In one episode.
Jeez, Shane O'Mac Monday. That's what I'm looking for.
And
if that's ruined,
he doesn't have another.
Undertaker segment. R-Truth. Okay. Another highlight. R-Truth and Goldust segment. R-Truth made Goldust sad. Made him cry. And he made him a cake and shoved a cake in his face. That was Monday. And then R-Truth felt bad about it on SmackDown. So they're slowly building up. Those are funny. I'm digging it. Eventually it's going to happen. I'm still liking that idea. Keep going with that. That's a positive. I'm going to give that a positive. And Kevin Owens and Big Show. Was that the one where he grabbed him and he's like, listen here, you little pig sweet?
Nope, that was SmackDown.
Oh, dang it. SmackDown is better than Raw. I'm saying it right now. And I don't even watch SmackDown all the time. I'm starting to.
So, yeah, KO tried to get Show counted out because he was like, that's what he did last time on SmackDown when they fought. They fought on SmackDown, by the way. Then, nothing else of interest happened until, like, Big Show went for, like, a choke slam. Well, Kevin Owens was on the top rope, but then he, like tossed him onto the top rope. Then he, like, bounced off of it. And then he, like, went out of the ring. And then he got counted out.
And I was happy that Big Show won. I want the tit for tat. I'm kind of cool with this matchup.
Yeah.
But then he was complaining he didn't have a number 1 contender. I can't remember what show. To Ambrose on SmackDown. And it's like, oh yeah, he just lost his belt to Kevin Owens. Is going to have a rematch for that too. They don't know what to do with Ambrose. Again, still.
was a good match, though.
That was a good match. The actual wrestling. So then we have
Brie, Bella, and Lana did a thing.
and it was so don't care.
I was kind of... Okay, so... oh, never mind. Yeah, so Brie, Bella, and Lana are in a feud now, which is kind of cool, I guess, because, I mean, Lana's doing a thing.
I don't even know who Lana is, so...
Rusev's manager.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was weird. She's like, not even a wrestler.
I think she's training.
I was like, what?
I think she's...
Why is she calling out your goat? You have a little goat, man. That was funny. All right, we're gonna keep going. Fabulous Freebirds are gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Props. I'm kind of cool about that. And then
Is there anything we can like talk about tonight? That's cool. It's weird.
Gina Del Rio and Ambrose. That was the last match.
Brie and Naomi.
Okay, we got 4 minutes here. We're gonna wrap this up.
Brie and Naomi has a new submission finisher, and then Lana has her own entrance now. So.
All right, let's get to the D match because we got 3 minutes. I'm just gonna kick this in half an hour. Yeah, that happened.
Dean came out. He was all bandaged up, and there's
From
like
back last week.
there's like a Bret Hart rope submission through the rope thing. Dean did an elbow on all
Who won?
Nations. I believe it was
Was
no one. No one won.
It was another match stopped.
Triple H came out.
Pissed at him for some reason.
And then League of Nations beat down Dean.
Okay. Yeah. He went and told him to beat him up, and then he's like, "You got your match," or something. For some reason, he got pissed off and said, "You got your match." And then he said, "Dean, at the
title match."
He got the title match. He just goes, "Hey, Triple H, thanks." As he's like beat up on the crowd, and that was funny. And then he comes back in and just beats him up again. I was like,
"Thank you."
He's like, "You think he's gonna say something smart?" He's like, "Thanks." I mean, he's like, his face is like planted on the mat, and the mic's like sticking straight up in there. Thanks, man, appreciate it. Thanks for taking me serious. Okay, so that was it. That was all of it.
So, overall thoughts on Raw? Pretty much.
The raspberry. You get the rasp. There's a lot of other people who are a lot more pissed than we are.
I'm just kind of bored.
I was just bored. Bored of
If there's one good thing I can say, is that we're getting the title match we wanted.
Yes. Okay, yes.
That was a very good thing.
And then afterwards, Roblox was announced. So that's coming up next week, I think. Which sucks because it makes we have to do another pay-per-view. But we're going to end this up. Call this a show. Leave your comments in the comment section and YouTube. Let us know what you think. What do you think of this Raw? Keep it PG, if you please. We will see you next time. I am AI.
I'm Mr. SeaWorld.
And hopefully next week, we'll be a little more entertained.
Do, 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 do.